Good afternoon, Charger Nation. This is Mr. Mason coming to you on Sunday, October the 13th. It's been a great weekend so far. Hope everyone else has enjoyed their weekend. Just want to talk to you about some things that are coming up this week at Bullitt East, and then also parents talk to you about our ACT planning. First of all, parents, if you have checked out my e-news this week, I'm going to be showing you a few slides from that. So if you have questions or you can't remember something, just please know that you can always refer back, excuse me, to that e-news. So let's go back and just look at a couple slides. Don't forget our three big arrows this year. We're really kind of driving this home with our students and our staff, as well as our community. Want to improve student achievement, impact positive culture, and enhance a supportive community. We're working on those things right now. We've got a lot of things in place. We're going to have some scoreboards to share with you guys and showing you how we're going about achieving and improving those big arrows. Transition ready numbers as of right now, we have 192 seniors currently out of 331 that are transition ready, so we're about 58%. We should see this number change quite a bit throughout the end of October. We have some students that are taking some tests, so this number will start changing just a little. Also, don't forget students that are ESPN Top 5 schools for inclusion with Special Olympics and our Unified Champion School banner assembly is going to take place on October the 30th. We will actually be on WDRB that morning for their morning show. It's going to be an early morning for all of us, but parents, don't forget to watch that. That will be that'll start at I think their show starts around 5:00 or so. I know we got to be at school very early that day. The next slide, I put this on there. I wanted to share with our community what our state assessment looked like. This was just a data reveal that we shared with our staff. So parents, if you click on this slide and click on the blue link there that says state assessment, you should be able to go through and look at each slide. I know you may not know what everything means, but I do want to show you some of the great things that we have going on academically at Bullitt East and some of the improvements that we've made over the year. The next slide I want to talk to you about are upcoming events this week. Parents, students, staff, don't forget we have a junior class meeting tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. in the big gym. That's going to be talking about juniors getting ready to order their class rings, which I think takes place on October the 22nd. But Balfour will be here tomorrow. Mr. Cloyd will be here, and we'll talk to each junior about picking out those rings and getting ready to order. On Tuesday, we have a professional learning in the library after school for PBIS rewards. We started this last week. Also, we have our Thinking Focus cadre that day. We are a lab host on Tuesday the 15th. We will have some folks from throughout the district in our classrooms. Parents, don't forget quarter one ends on Tuesday. So that means quarter two starts on Wednesday. And then also staff, don't forget, we have our second round of teachers observing other teachers. Our TOOTS is what we're calling it. So that will be on Wednesday the 16th. Another professional learning opportunity for our staff for PBIS on Thursday. And then Seniors Friday, we'll have a senior class meeting at 8:30 a.m. in the main gym with Balfour again, talking about graduation and those types of things. Extracurricular. First of all, let me just give a couple of shout outs. Our boys and girls soccer teams both have qualified for the regional tournament. Our girls go in as district champs. They defeated Mercy 8-0 and won the district championship. So congratulations to our girls. Our boys have had their best season ever in school history at Bullitt East. They go in as district runners up. I know they're very excited about having an opportunity to go in and play this week. So good luck. Good luck to all of our soccer teams. Our band this past weekend was grand champions in the competition that they competed in. It's funny, I always tweet out things about the hardest working band in the state, but our band works extremely hard. So we're tickled to death and proud of them and for them this past weekend. Our volleyball team, their current record is 22-10 going into the last week of the season, so they will be starting their postseason very soon. Our cross-country teams continue to improve and show improvements. Those students, athletes are working extremely hard. So we've got a lot of good things going on with our extracurricular activities and athletics. Also, our football team, has another big game this week in district. They will be playing Louisville Southern at home. I hope the weather's great. We'd love to have a huge crowd for that game on Friday, and that game is actually at 7 o'clock on Friday. So, looking at the calendar here, this week will be regional soccer. Volleyball will play at Atherton on Tuesday. They will also play Louisville Central on Thursday at home. Our football team, like I said, plays Southern, and then our marching band will be traveling to Hopkinsville for a band competition, and we have a cheer competition all day at East on Saturday, the 19th. So we wish our cheerleaders good luck with that, and hope that those things go extremely well for them also. The next two slides are just exactly what I talked about, with a few other things that are filled in. These are our schedules for the next 2 weeks. Don't forget, parents, October the 24th, Halloween in the Halls, $2 admission. It's from 6 o'clock until 6 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. And we are very excited. Our students have started working and are working extremely hard on getting that activity ready. We had record numbers last year, and we expect the same thing this year. So we look forward to that on the 24th. ACT information, Mr. Fulgham has done an outstanding job. He and our ACT committee have done an outstanding job. I just want you guys to know, parents, that all of our principals and all of our principals met with our junior classes this week to discuss ACT goal setting that will actually take place on the 31st. So please take time to discuss that goal setting, incentive, ACT resources that are found on the above slide. On the slide below this. And we will do that on October the 31st. We're very excited about what we have planned for our junior class. Remember, sophomores will be taking it, but they are not actually involved in the goal setting or the incentives this year. They will be next year. So we're very excited about that. I know our students are very excited about that. So I want to thank Mr. Fulgham for all of his hard work and our ACT committee. Here are the ACT resources that I talked about. Parents, if you want to have some resources for your children to go on and access those and start getting themselves prepared for that, please do so. Also had some big news from the ACT this past week. ACT is going to allow students to just retake the parts of the test that maybe they didn't do particularly well on, and they're also going to super score. So that's big news for our students. Big teacher shout out this week to Mr. Larry Steinmetz. Mr. Steinmetz does a great job for us. He is the cornerstone of our community here at Bullitt East High School. A list of all the things that Mr. Steinmetz does to make the Charger Nation great. At the bottom, he's our English department chair. He's our first aid and CPR lead person for our building. He's also a CTE teacher, teaches our digital media pathway. He's our girls golf coach and yearbook and journalism advisor. So thank you, Mr. Steinmetz, for all you do. Speaking of which, the golf coach, I did fail to mention our golf teams did have some students participate in the state tournament the week before and this past week. We had one young lady for the girls golf team and then two young men for the boys golf team go down and compete in that state tournament and had some great finishes. So thank you, Mr. Steinmetz, for that. Congratulations to our golf team. Another big shout out is Miss Angie Villarreal. Angie is our front desk receptionist. She does a great job of managing phone calls, and is assisting administrators, writing notes, and doing all those types of things for students and parents coming into our school. Big student shout out this week to some young men who work in the library and also with our recycling team. They do a great job. Roger Humphrey, Garrett Terry, Brendan Bolton, Mason Hillard, Quentin Kramer, and Landon Mackey. Thank you guys for all your help. I know Miss Davis truly appreciates it, and we do as well in the office. Parents, our ESS schedule for this week is out, so if you have a student who needs some help and assistance with ESS, please have them stay after school. That looks like all I have for today. Thank you guys so much, and let's make it a great week this week. Thanks.